Yo, what's up, big homie?
Yo, what's going on?
How you feeling, my guy?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Hey, man, appreciate you for doing this for me, man. You
Oh,
know,
no problem.
I ain't
You
gonna I
know,
ain't gonna take too much of your time, man.
that's all love. My cousin hit me and said I need to hop on here, so I'm hopping on here.
For sure, for sure. For y'all that don't know, this is the man right here. This is Romeo Travis, Akron, Ohio legend, St. Vincent, St. Mary's star. The resume behind this man is crazy. I had it typed out, but I'm like, it's just too much to say, man. But like I said, once again, man, appreciate you doing this for me, man. It really means a lot. When I had posted this up, everybody was just going crazy, like, man, how you get bro on here? So, like I said, I really appreciate you, man, for real.
There's no problem, man. Thanks for having me. Yeah, like I said, my cousin Mimi hit me up and told me you was good people, and so I trust their judgment, and so I'm here, just showing love, and that's what we got to do right now is just show each
Facts,
other love, and then that's just where we at. So
facts,
I'm here.
facts, facts. I'm gonna jump right into it, man. So question one is who is the GOAT? MJ, Kobe, and Bron, and then put them in order.
I would go from those three. I would go Brian, MJ, Kobe.
Okay.
But just my opinion, man, I would just say like it always a lot of arguments, but when you just in the argument, you just say this like, hey, switch them
Yep.
teams.
Yep.
Like if you switch them teams, what would have happened? Like would they have won less? Would they have won more? Like what would have happened? So I think that MJ couldn't win with what Brian won with, and I think Brian would have won with just as many rings as MJ has and Kobe. So that's just how I feel about it. I know
Facts.
everybody got their own opinion.
Yeah.
Which is fine, agree to disagree, but I think Bron does more on the floor than either of those guys,
Facts.
and so that's just my opinion.
Facts. Uh, so who is your favorite NBA player or was growing up? You got anybody now that you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
mean, growing up, man, I had like a gang of guys who played like the 3-4, similar to me. Scottie Pippen, because he did it all. He's a great defender, rebounder, passer. Tim Duncan, because of the fundamentals. He get on the block, he just kill you with precision.
Man,
The Rasheed Wallace because of how much passion and heart he played with every single night, and then you just add in Sean Kemp's athleticism, which I wish
ooh,
I had. And so
man,
that's my core, like that's my people that I looked up to growing up. That's who I tried to pattern my game after. I
yep,
stole a lot from those guys, and so that's just me every day.
facts, facts, facts.
Hey
Uh,
DJ, man, be quiet, man, DJ.
oh man. So give me your top five current players right now in the NBA.
Not injured or just
Yeah, yeah,
everybody.
everybody healthy.
KD got to go up there. Bron, obviously, AD, Steph. That fifth. I probably would go Kawhi Harden, somewhere
Yeah,
like that. Kawhi Harden, you know what I
facts,
mean? Either one of those can go either way. I probably would go Kawhi though.
facts. I know you ready for that game tonight, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm actually I gotta cook dinner real quick. So I
Oh,
gotta
okay.
try to put this food in the oven so I can be locked in for the game.
All right,
I'm about
bet,
to
bet,
lock
bet.
I'm about to lock this door so my kids don't come in here bothering me.
Oh man. Give me your favorite basketball moment for you.
Man, winning the championship 2018 in France was probably the best because that was my first professional
Yeah.
basketball championship. That's just high school, obviously winning state championship my senior year. College, we lost in the championship game at the buzzer, and
Oh man.
then this was my first pro one was in 2018 in France. DJ was on my team, and so that was just a special moment for me, man, because it was a rough year, and just for everything to come full circle and win a championship. We won a game on the road every single round, and so everybody counted us out. They thought we was gonna lose the first round. We are gonna
Yeah.
lose the second round. We won in the chip, so everybody was counting us out, and we won in 2018, and it was with a great group of guys. Man, we still talk probably once or twice a month, and that's 2 years ago. We all just tap in with each other, and so we still show love. So that was a big moment for me.
Facts, facts. Man, I was on YouTube the other day when I was getting ready for this interview, and man, that 50-point game you had, bro, you was like looking like Carlos Boozer out there, man. You was getting the ball like going straight up. I'm like, okay, okay,
Yeah, I mean it's crazy because that game, like, it was like an old school arena, so they don't have the
uh-huh,
sport. like normally now they have the score up on the, how many points you have
Yeah.
somewhere in the arena. So this was an older one, so they didn't have any of my points or nothing. So I didn't know.
You weren't
I'm just,
keeping track? Okay.
I'm not keeping track. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I'm just going.
Yeah.
Next thing at the end of the game, they're like, "Yeah, you had 50." I'm like, "Huh?" Like,
And you, it
I
didn't
know I
even feel
played
like it, did
good,
it?
but no, it didn't feel like it.
Man.
Like, 'cause if I'd have known I had like 30, I probably would have, started deferring and passing to make sure everybody got more touches. But
Yeah.
I didn't know, so I'm just going. You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help the team win.
Okay. Okay. So what's the most points you ever scored in the game?
50 for sure.
The
That's
50?
I mean, the 50
Yeah.
ball. I shot about 30, 40 times in the game before, but I never hit 50. So this was a different feeling, man, to get up there and get 50.
Thanks, man. You got a favorite teammate of all time?
Man, too many
Too
teammates, man, to
many.
be favorites, man. I've been on probably like 15, 20 teams. Usually I'm closest with my point guards. It ain't by design. It's just usually
Yeah.
what happens. Just usually be closest with them. But I've been close with me and DJ. We play similar positions, and we still was cool. We wasn't beefed out, nothing like and it was weird because we fighting for minutes, but we had that mutual respect, like mutual love. Like we still talk to this day. He go through something, he hit me up. I'm going through something, I talk to him, and so
Yeah.
he's one of my good friends throughout. Because you meet people who are only there for a season. Like y'all be cool
Yeah.
for this season, and then next thing you know, you don't speak to him again. Like we
Yeah.
got guys like that I still talk to from 10 years ago. So it's love.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Everybody ain't meant to be in your life. They meant to be in your life for that particular moment, and then hey, you like, appreciate you, man. It's just all love, man. We just
Yeah,
no
it
point in
was what it was. No
yeah,
hard feelings, but we just moving on. Like, and that's
right.
just what happened. I don't like to have it that way. I'm not that kind of person. Like, I treat you. If I treat you with love, like I'm gonna treat you with love for the rest of my life until something changes. But everybody ain't built the same. And my mom always told me you can't put your mindset on other people. So
Facts,
it is what it is.
facts, man. Um, so this question, I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot a little bit. Uh, name one person that you hooped against, bro, that like gave you trouble, gave you work. You know what I'm saying? Kind of made you like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, I can go all three levels.
Okay.
I'll go high school, college, and pro. So high school, man, I'm not even gonna lie. Chris Bosh gave me he was
Ooh.
he was nice. Like,
Yeah.
he was like Toronto Chris Bosh. So
Oh man.
he was definitely deep into his bag, man. And he wasn't no slouch. And so like Chris Bosh gave me a lot of trouble in high school. In college, I played against Nick Fazikis from Nevada. He was he was nice, man. So he was like,
Man.
6'11" with a burner, and so
Oh man.
that was a hard matchup for me. And then pro, I would say Derek Brown. He's he's he was super nice. Justin Brownlee he's a dog too.
Yeah.
Um, Henry Walker, a dog. Those guys are just the guys I can think of off the top of my head. But there's been
Yeah.
so many guys that you just run across, and all you can do is, shake their hand at the end of the game, like, hey
Say
man,
good game. Yeah.
game. Oh, I'll never forget though, Ricky Paulding, man, my rookie year.
Ooh.
Ricky Paulding, this is like, he first came from Missouri. He coming off pin downs. I'm playing the three. I'm chasing him. He just, hold on. Yes, please be quiet, little girl. Thank you. My bad. My
No,
daughter
you good, bro. You good.
singing and going crazy. But yeah, Ricky Paulding gave me like he only had 20, but it was a loud 20. Like it was like
Oh man.
how somebody hit you with four buckets back to back. You just like, man,
Yeah.
what is this dude gonna miss? So
Yup.
it's like one of Ricky Paulding. If anybody pro, he just gave me buckets like back to back to back.
Man, so I gotta ask you, man. I was watching the documentary earlier. Carmelo Anthony is my favorite player, bro. Like everybody that know me know I'm a crazy Melo fan. So when y'all played for St. Vincent St. Mary and y'all played Oak Hill, what was that game like for you, bro? You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
was it was surreal, man, because I've heard a lot about Carmelo,
yeah,
and it's not like how it is now where you see tons and tons of videos of guys and it's
hmm
all over the place. Like it's not like it is now. It's just like it's a 6'8" dude. who got a handle and a mid-range pull-up. And so we like, man, we ain't never heard of nobody like that. Like,
Yeah,
so we like, man, whatever. They, what I'm saying? They pumping him. When I say Melo was the most polished high school player I've ever seen as far as just straight skill work, I'm talking about the stuff he was doing between the legs in traffic, dunking on people, pull-ups, he had everything
yeah,
in high school. And I really I was like, I ain't gonna say I was in awe, but I caught myself just kind of staring at times, like, man, like,
yeah,
dang, he nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
yeah.
and he got better over time. And stop, go out there, stop, go out there, let mommy do it. Yeah, so Melo he was one of probably the best,
Man,
uh, most skilled. I wouldn't say that he was definitely the most skilled I've
yeah,
seen at that age. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because he
yeah,
was in his bag, crazy.
yeah. So talk about, like I said, I was watching the documentary to get to know you a little bit more. Um, Man, they said you was an angry man, bro. What? They said Rome was the you was all about yourself, and stuff like that. You were just in your own little bubble, and they just said
Yeah.
he was the angry man, bro. What was up with that, bro?
Man, honestly, man, I ain't want to be there.
Yeah. Mhm.
I was cool with all those guys, cool with them, cordial, but I
Yeah.
didn't know them all like that. As my homies. So, it was just like my mom made me stay there. I wanted to transfer and go back to a public school,
Yeah.
but my mom was like, "No, you started this, you're gonna finish it." And so, like, I went in there and like, man, I'm gonna just go in here, do my job, and go home.
Yeah.
And so they took that as me being angry. I just didn't fool with him. I just, said what's up, kept it pushing. But
Yeah.
that really didn't give me I was longing for those friendships and trying to,
Yeah.
I wanted them to be my homies more than anything. And so
Yeah.
it turned into more than just, just doing my job and going home. And
Yeah.
so and I ended up embracing the culture. I've never been around that many white people in my life. Like that was the whole totally different. Like
A culture
everything, the
shock for
practice
you.
was hard, the homework was hard. Man, like my whole life was flipped
Yeah.
upside down. I was going to bed at 8 p.m. like just tapped out. Like I gave the day all I had, and so it was just it was
Yeah.
a culture shock, man. And so it was a lot of adjustment period during that time, and so it was just hard.
But why St. Vincent St. Mary? Was that just you just had to, or was
It's
that a
it's a
choice of
crazy it's
yours,
a
or?
crazy story. Like no, it was it was crazy. So my high school assistant coach, he asked me to go to this AAU team tryout. He didn't give me the team name or nothing. He just gave me
Hmm.
an address. It's my freshman year. He like just go to
Hmm.
this tryout and just see what happens. Go to this practice. So I get there. It's their team practice. I'm like, man, all these dudes, whatever. I don't really rock with them like that.
Yep.
So I've been playing against them since middle school. So like, but me and Brown went to the same middle school, but
Oh,
AAU, I was playing against them. Yeah, our middle school we went undefeated, but
got you.
like AAU we was playing against them. They was the team winning every tournament,
Yeah.
smacking by 30. Like what I'm saying, we was the hood team. Like
Yeah.
we so we wasn't really rocking with them like that. And
Hmm.
so I went to this practice, and then it's that team. So I ended up, staying playing AAU with them that summer. And so they talking about what's gonna happen next year. Like, why y'all? I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm not going back. And it was kind of like a pause, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody stopped. Like, what you mean you're not going back? I'm like, nah, like,
Yeah.
I'm not going back. So, so they was like, oh man, you should. Brown was just like this, just like you should just come here. So I'm like, what? And Coach Drew heard it, like, hold on. Next thing you know, it wasn't like no recruiting or nothing. It was just like pure, like a conversation, like, you should just come here. And
Yeah.
then Coach Drew heard that, called my
Yeah.
mom, and then it was over with. And so my mom filled out the paperwork. Luckily, I had good enough grades, no bad marks in school. Like, I ain't never been suspended, nothing like
Yeah.
that. So I was able to
Hmm.
just, come in a little easier because if I'd have had like bad grades or been in trouble a lot, I wouldn't have been
It'd have
able
been
to
harder.
transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it all worked out.
Man, kind of talk a little bit about, you know, transferring there, playing with Braun. He got all this hype behind him. games are sold out. Y'all got fans wanting autographs with you, Brown, and everybody else. The school, people dyeing their hair, the green, just talk about that experience, the news, ESPN, everybody at all your games. So, like, what was
It was
that
crazy. It
feeling for
was
you?
crazy, man. It was like the abnormal became normal. So
Yeah,
like the stuff that we expected, like people don't get. Like, you know what I mean? We like, yo, where the police escort at? We shouldn't be sitting in traffic.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? Like, where the new shoes at? We need new shoes every 3 games. Like,
yep,
it was like the abnormal became normal, man. And for all of us, we kind of knew our roles, so it wasn't
hmm
like no selfishness, no negativity, no hating. Like everybody had their own role. Like obviously Brown was the star of the team, but everybody
yeah,
else, if you play your role, you gonna get your shine and you're gonna do what's right. And
yeah,
so that's what everybody kind of just like that's what I think a lot of people miss now. They don't know, their role, know what they're good at and know how
yep,
they can help the team. They trying to do too much.
yeah,
Everybody wants to be the star. Like, man, he was the star. He's just the best player on the team. It is what it is.
yeah,
And so we just that's how it was, man. It was crazy, but it was love at the same time. It wasn't no hating, no negativity, nothing. Like we was all
yeah,
like, just let's do our job and let's keep it rocking.
yeah, man, that was crazy. You got a favorite coach, bro?
Man, I got too many coaches.
Too
Coach
many.
Drew, Coach Drew, probably my favorite now. I hated him growing up. Hated Coach Drew. He hated me.
Man, in the film, bro, you were just like, you know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah, man, I could not stand Coach
like,
Drew. It wasn't personal though. It
yeah,
was like I didn't understand what he was trying to do for me. He was
yeah,
trying to hold me accountable. He was trying to make me be a man. He was
yeah,
trying to be that father figure that I didn't have. And
yep,
for not having a father figure and then having a man you don't even know, trying to do stuff and hold you accountable and present you a different way of life, you just gonna rebel, rebel, rebel. And that's
yeah,
all I kept doing, man. Not knowing that I wish I would listen more and talk less
yeah,
if I can go back in time, man, because he was really trying to do what's best for me,
yeah,
and so and like now, man, I love Coach Drew, man. I see him probably twice a week. I
yeah,
was just in his office, Tuesday, just sitting in his office talking to him for about 30 minutes about life,
yeah,
just because, that's my dude. And so
yeah,
now, like, if I can, at the time he wasn't, but now he's
yeah,
definitely my favorite. I can't even, you know, I got a lot of great coaches throughout the year. I played for the French national team coach. I played for the German national team coach, Coach Dambrot.
yeah,
So I played for a lot of great coaches, man, and it's so many more I'm probably going to miss.
yeah,
Coach Tito out there in the Philippines. So they're all great coaches, man, but everybody does something different. But
yeah.
Coach Drew, he's always been there for me since I was 16 years old, man. And so he's definitely number one.
Talk about how it was playing for Coach Denver. Like I said in the film, man, they had him as like he wasn't a coach that he won for none, man. He won for
Zero,
none. He's gonna
man.
get
He
in
was
you. He was gonna be in your face, cuss you out.
zero
So how was
games,
it?
man.
Playing for
He
him.
was. It was hard. It was
Yeah,
hard, especially coming from a place with little to no structure. And just playing free and just doing your own thing. And then you come to Coach Danbrot, where it's like a college. We ran our high school like a college. We had some really serious days. Like we got 2 3 hour practices. We got study
man.
hall after school. This is our day. We got 6 a.m. workouts, school, study table, practice. I didn't get home till 7:30. I ate, went straight to sleep. So these are
Man,
our days. Like so we grind and grinding. Like a
yeah,
lot of people seen how good our team was, but we really put that work in. Like, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't
yeah,
just like fly by night. Everybody on that team really worked, and Brown worked harder than everybody.
yeah,
Drew probably worked the hardest, and then Brown was right there, working. So like he wasn't just no like people overnight success or just pop up and be good. He put the work in just like now. He put the work in back then.
man. It's crazy. You got a favorite dunk, a favorite highlight play, anything in particular?
Man, when I was in Zadar, in Croatia, we
Hmm
playing against a team from Belgrade, Serbia, and so there's a lot of tension between Serbia and Croatia as
Oh,
countries.
okay.
And
Yeah,
so when these teams play, there's always a lot of tension just because of the political. And so it's a crazy game.
yeah,
We go up two with 3 seconds left. They come down, hit a three. They go up one with point 0.7 seconds left. and then they throw a lob to me for game, and I make it and one, and we win by two, and so the game was like it was just more than just a game, like it was more than just a regular season game. It was
Yeah,
like you helped that country succeed against somebody that they had problems with, and so they should like that meant a lot, and it was pretty dope to show some love like that to one of my favorite places in Croatia.
man. Talk a little bit about when you went, out there. How did you adapt to the culture as far as the
Man,
food, the
my first two
lifestyle? Was
years was
was that
tough.
hard for you?
My first 2 years was tough, man.
Yeah.
I was that guy traveling with hot sauce, in my book bag, like, trying to just like I'm putting hot sauce with everything. Like I'm gonna make it work,
Oh
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just out here like, I'm trying to take Akron to Spain, I'm trying to take Akron to Germany. And then
Yeah.
when it finally clicked, like, hold on, man, let me embrace these cultures. Let me shed this Akron, and trying to just like, yo, lit, like, I can't be Akron in Germany. I can't be
Yeah.
Akron in Israel. I have
Yeah.
to be like an Israeli. Like, and so
Yeah.
once I start embracing these cultures and try to live like how they live, man, it's been so fun, so great. It's been amazing, man. Just trying new stuff, embracing the cultures, going to museums, things like that, because it opens your mind. Like my kids, I did the same thing with my kids, and now they're so cultured and things
Yeah.
like that. They see something like, oh, that's from the Philippines. Oh, that's from
Wow.
Thailand. Oh, that's French. And so that's how and luckily I did that and was able to open my mind up.
Yeah. What was some of the food you was eating, or what was the food that you tried? He was like, it's not that bad.
Man, I tried goat, and so like I was like, yo, let me. They like, man, this goat is fire. They season it, man. And I'm like, man, I'm not eating no goat, bro. He like, man, eat this. He like, eat this, man. Man, it was. I ain't gonna hold you. It was good, bro. Like with the rice,
Yeah.
it was fire, man. It
You
tastes
got your
like
hot sauce for that, right?
yeah, man. It tastes like some Jamaican food for real. It was fire.
Word? Yeah, I can't do that one, bro. I don't
Don't
know how you
ever
did
eat
it, my
no
guy.
Filipino. If they offer you soup number five. If somebody Filipino offer you soup number five, don't eat it. It's cow balls. So they're gonna try to get you to like, yo, it's soup number five. Soup number five it tastes so good. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, what's in it? They're like, no, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. Like, what's in it? They're like, it's cow balls. And I'm like, nah, you tripping. I'm not. Like, I ain't gonna go that far. They eat pigeon wings, bro. They eat
Oh
like,
my God,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. They eat pigeon wings, like just like chicken wings. It's wild. Like, man, I'm like, no, sir, I'm not eating it. No, won't do it.
Man, I'm afraid of heights anyway, so I don't get on planes too often. So if I can't
Oh
do
yeah,
a
you gotta get.
3 hour flight, I can't do no 15 plus or
No,
nothing like that.
you
Can't
can,
do it.
bro. It ain't that bad, man. Once you get on there, this is how I do it. I get on there, I watch a movie, I eat, I sleep, I watch another movie, I eat, I go to sleep, boom, I'm there. Like,
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I think for me, man, like just being
Or take
afraid
a
of heights.
sleeping pill.
Anytime that mug take a dip or we hear some turbulence, I'll be like on
You gotta
alert, man.
take a sleeping pill. You'll be all right.
Man, it got to be a good one if it's a long flight, bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like, I can't do it,
Yeah,
man.
'cause you don't want to be loopy.
Man, man, yeah. So talk a little
Yeah,
bit
what's up?
about.
Hold on, what's up, Myron? What's up, Apex? I see, what's up, Sheehan? I see a couple people on here, man. Let me shout them out. See, Dan. What's up, y'all? How everybody doing? What's up, Fee? All right, go ahead. You keep going. I want to shout a few people out.
Now you good. Talk a little bit about when and how did you fall in love with the game of basketball? When was you introduced
Man,
to it?
I've been playing since I was 5.
Uh,
Um, but I didn't play organized basketball till I was 12 years old. I was playing football my whole elementary school. My boy Kevin Porter was back in the day. He like, man, I'm about to go play basketball. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm like, he like, yeah, we got organized. I'm like, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you talking about.
uh,
So I still, I didn't even play organized ball until I was in middle school, to my sixth grade year.
yeah,
And so I didn't really care. I just played, because I enjoyed playing. But then when I got to high school, I really seen that, how like if you work, then you can get better at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm getting better and better. I still like football more. I played football all through my last 2 years of high school.
hmm
I even got scholarships to play football in college. And for bigger schools, Big Ten, ACC, stuff like that.
Hmm.
And that's when I knew I loved basketball, like, because I decided to not play football, and that's when I'm like, okay, I really must love it if I'm turning down opportunity to play football at the next level. So probably sometime in high school is when I really fell in love with it. So I fell in
Hmm.
love with the process of just getting better, man. It's like
Yeah.
actually seeing that work, come to fruition. So I just probably high school.
Nice. Okay. Okay. For you, man, talk about the process, between like the process and the difference between high school ball to college ball and then college ball to the pros. What was like the process for you and stuff like that?
Each time, man, it's crazy that it's like each time they give you a little bit more freedom.
Yeah.
And so in high school, you got like, hey, you have to be there this time. Da, 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 da.
Yep.
College
Yep.
coaches, you got practice, but the extra work is on you. And the pros is literally depending on how hard you want to work. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you got practice and stuff, but it's just like how hard do you want to work on your own game? So each level, it requires a little bit more of you know, self motivation. And
Yeah.
so for me, just when I got to college, man, it was hard, man, just because I had freedom,
Yeah.
and it was hard to just adjust that what I need to do, what I want to do mixture.
Hmm.
And then my first couple years of pro is even more harder because it was more hard because I had even more freedom and everything I did was just on me, like especially in the summertime getting prepared to go overseas, like but luckily, I had great friends like Drew and Brian and everybody else that work. If you don't work out, you're the oddball out.
Yeah.
You're the weird. If you're not in the gym, you're the weirdo. Like you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It ain't the opposite way. So when you got friends like that constantly motivate you to be better and just actually wants you to just keep going to work, like you want to be around those guys and you want to put that work in. And once you build those habits and they in you for life.
Yeah. Man. So like, how is the, playing pro ball overseas? How is it different, than playing, in the States for you? Was it like, like you
It's
said, that some arenas don't have the shot clock above,
oh,
or the
every
ball is
country
different?
every country's different, every league is different, everything is different. And so
Yeah.
you got to go in there with the mindset of trying to figure out how you can help the team without being selfish.
Yeah.
Because you want to play good, but you can't be selfish. And you
Hmm.
can't once you get that tag on your name, it's going to be hard to get that off.
Yeah.
So you want to play good within the systems and play well within your role, and you want to win, but you can't do it selfishly. So
Yeah.
you got to figure out what works best for you. And then that goes back to just blending into the culture and seeing and really having these hard conversations with your coach. And
Yeah.
you got to talk to him and tell him like, ask him what he wants from you. And so you can always be in a position to be successful. A lot of people don't have those difficult conversations with these coaches
Yeah.
and they always stuck at like, yo, what am I supposed to do? And then it's just hard.
Man, how did you adapt to the language, man? Were you able
Oh
to
man,
were you
it's
talking to
hard.
other people, or was it other
Yeah,
people out
you
there with
always.
you?
I mean, like my first year, the coach only spoke Spanish, and we had a teammate who was fluent in Spanish, but he was American. He would just translate, and then
Okay. Okay.
assistant coaches would translate,
Okay.
and then like later on in my career, every coach started to speak English. Probably like the last 10 years, every coach spoke English. And so
Yeah.
now they speak English and then they translate to French or to whatever language they need to translate to make the local guys understand.
Yeah.
And so it was hard at first, but it like everybody started to speak English and then it kind of worked its way out.
Okay. So it became a lot easier for you. You got
Yeah,
lucky then, huh, bro?
man. Just luckily with the technology and the world started to open up more and basketball starting to be more worldwide, so
Yeah.
everybody's starting to speak English. And luckily
Yeah.
English is a acceptable language, so I would be still out here struggling.
Yeah. Man, so talk a little bit about, man, being friends with Braun. How, what I'm
It's
saying? How was that, man? I know, like you
it's
said, it
bittersweet,
helped you a
man. It's
lot.
bittersweet. It's bittersweet, man. People sometimes it's all good, sometimes it's not so much,
Yeah.
but man, just being his friend, like just being just our relationship is great, man.
Yeah.
Just being able to just talk to him, conversate, meet up, hang out when we're in the same city. He
Yeah.
looks out a lot for me, man. Like, so I can't ask anything more from our friendship, man. He's a great friend.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, we got tons of funny stories about Brian, about everybody, man. It's just I can't tell them all over here, but we got tons of funny stories, and
For
man,
sure.
he's just a good person, man. And a lot of people say a lot of things publicly about him, but they don't know him personally. And for
Yeah.
me, I could just say for me that anytime I've ever needed him, anytime that I've ever reached out, he always reached back. And that's all you ask for from
Yeah.
your friends is loyalty and love. Everything else is extra. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
Yeah.
you need anything else, but you know what I'm saying, loyalty and love, and that's all we get from each other. We push each other to be better. Anytime somebody do something small or big, everybody's getting celebrated. Everybody throwing, we showing everybody love, and it's just not we're not a group of LeBron's friends. We're all friends. There's a
Yeah.
difference. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
Yup.
and that's just how that goes.
Facts. 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 So kind of wavering away from that for a little bit. For you, do you think AAU can have somewhat of a negative impact on the game?
Yeah, it's had a lot of negative impact on the game.
Mm,
Just by the way the money has been forced into it. Like anytime the
yeah.
money gets involved, man, the waters get murky. And
Yeah.
so with these shoe companies throwing a lot of money in there, the water gonna get murky, man. And these coaches making next to nothing, and somebody offers you 10, 20,000 to bring this kid to a tournament, like
You gonna do it?
how can you expect him not to do it when he's
Yeah.
making 2,000 a summer to coach? Like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so but the brand of basketball is hard because it's a lot of ISO ball, it's a lot of one on one. I wish it had a little bit more structure
Yeah.
as far as the way they played the game because each level, a lot of those guys won't be allowed to do those things, and it is creating a lot of bad habits.
Yeah.
But as far as exposure, it's nothing you can compete with AAU basketball about being
Yeah.
exposed and getting on that circuit. You just got to be able to get on that circuit and be exposed and just really show up and show out. I mean, it's a great
Yeah.
opportunity. Everything is bittersweet. You got to take the good with the bad, but I
Yeah.
think there's more good in it for guys getting seen and being able to be in front of a lot of college coaches.
Facts, man. Like I said, everything got their pros and cons to it, man. Everything does.
Everything, yeah.
So
So like,
do
it's
you?
hard, but I think AAU is a necessary evil for everybody to see all these kids, like
Yeah.
and they deserve to be seen.
Yeah. Yep. Give me your top five all time rappers.
Ooh, Biggie number one. Let's get that
Okay.
out there. Let's just get that out there first and foremost. Jay-Z,
Okay.
Tupac.
Okay.
I would say Jadakiss,
Ooh, good one.
Jeezy.
Ooh.
That's my five.
Now I gotta ask you. I know this your five, but where's Lil Wayne at?
He right there, man.
He right
Like
there. Okay.
he right there, man. It's hard for me. It's Jadakiss, Lil Wayne. They
Okay.
can flip. But
Nah, that's what's up.
I grew up in that locks era, man. I used to walk to school with my Walkman. This how old I am. I had a Walkman walking to school with the burned CDs with the locks. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Running out,
yup.
having to change batteries, walking to school. Like that's how
Yeah.
old I am. So that's where I was at. That's what I grew up listening to. Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
all them. Like
Hmm.
I love the Hot Boys, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Wayne up there. If anybody, I would switch Wayne and Jadakiss, man.
Yeah.
But Wayne, the later year Wayne lost me. Like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If I could
Yeah.
just stop Wayne probably 2010, then
Yeah.
like he would be in there. But he lost me,
Facts.
man. Since
Facts.
because he
Facts.
yeah, he lost me a little bit. My
Man.
wife on here talking trash. You older than me.
How much of an impact was Bone Thugs on you, man, and the culture and the music? Were they,
Oh, it was
were you?
huge, man. It back in the day, this is even further back in the day. They used to
Yeah.
sell single CDs with just one song on it. And so yeah, this is how old I am. They would sell one song CDs for $3. And so you would go get the single. And we had that Bone Thugs and Harmony. I miss my Uncle Josh, yeah. And so we would just play that because it's only one song. So you just just kept that joint on repeat because that's the only
Yeah.
song you got. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like like they used to sell singles, which is wild to think about, but they used to sell them for like $3 or $1, and so we would just buy that single and just listen to it, and it's crazy because Cleveland's 30 minutes away, but when I
Mhm.
was younger, it seemed so much farther. You know, when you don't go there a lot and you don't
Yeah.
travel there a lot, 30 minutes seems like forever. Like, you going to
Yeah.
Cleveland? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it had a huge impact on us, but we were so different from Cleveland, even though we're
Yeah.
close.
Uh-huh.
It's like, you know, big cities like Chicago, 30 minutes, you know, you still on the same side of town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like here, 30
You
minutes,
just on
you
the
in a
south
totally,
side. Yep.
yeah, like you still over there. So, but here, 30 minutes
Yep.
away, you in a totally different city, everything. So the dynamics, we loved them and represented them, but they didn't
Uh-huh.
affect us as much as people think because we weren't as like that highway was longer back then. Now it's a you know,
Yeah.
you drive to Cleveland two, 3 times in a day if you have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Back then it was just different.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite song right now?
Uh,
What you bumping right now?
oh man, it's crazy. I'm listening to I got a little I listen to a Meek Mill mix, and I listen to a Rick Ross mix right now. But mostly I listen to a lot of like mixes so I can hear the music. 'Cause I got kids, man. My kids are
Yeah.
14, 11. So I got to listen to the current music so I can listen to what they're listening to. I need to know
Yeah.
what y'all listening to so I can be in tune. Like, hold on. Because when something comes on the radio, I need to be able to, like, oh, y'all can't listen to this.
Yeah.
Or, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I can't, I got to be, I listen to everything, man. I try to listen to just current mixes, whatever's hot, so I can kind of stay up and kind of
Stay
know
on
what my
tune.
kid, yeah, so I can know where my kids is at so I can know, okay, no, you can't listen to this. This
Yeah.
song talking about suicide, you can't listen to that. This song talking about twerking, you can't listen to that. So like
Yeah.
it's just certain things that because you got to be like, and as a parent, you got to be locked into what they doing so they
Yeah.
don't get too far
Yeah.
out. So I kind of try to listen to the current music, whatever that may be, just
Yeah.
so I can stay locked in.
Definitely. I'm telling you, TikTok is the way to go, big homie.
Yeah, I
TikTok.
can't. I ain't
You
got
not rocking
TikTok.
with it?
No, I was just give me a headache. I can't do it. It's just
Oh
my kids,
man.
my kids are on there, and I just I look at theirs, but I don't really. I don't know how it headache
They
just
ain't,
thinking
they ain't
about it.
got you to do a dance with them yet, bro?
My daughter for I'll do a dance. She's like, Dad, do this dance with me. I'll do it with her, but I'm not. That's all I got, and that's just the best I can do.
Oh man. Any advice you would give to the younger generation? It could be,
Yeah, I mean,
just regular
I think.
kids, hoopers, anybody.
Yeah, I got a lot. I mean, the best thing you can do is find out that's something that you're passionate about, and you know, you don't even have to make it your job, but
Yeah.
just find something that you really enjoy, man, and try to find at least an hour a day to find something that you enjoy, because a lot of people don't have enjoyment in their days, and
Yeah.
trying to figure out why I don't have any enjoyment in my life because you're not really actively seeking enjoyment. So if it's
Yeah.
something you enjoy doing, whatever it may be, do that for at least 1 hour a day so you can have some kind of happiness. Because a lot of people seek out negativity every day. And it's crazy because I find myself doing it. If I post something, I'm reading the negative comments.
Yeah.
I got 50 good comments. I got 2 bad ones. I'm stuck on a bad one. Like, who is this? Why he hating? Da da da
Yeah.
da. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, seeking out that positivity. So I would say that anything you want to do that you have a passion for, whatever it may be, find an hour, 2 hours a day to find something that you're really happy, passionate about, just to make your day better. If
Yeah.
nothing,
Facts. That's some good game right there, man. Last question. I guess you think I should have on here next.
man, whew, let me think. Some people I know personally, or just anybody.
It could be anybody. So pretty much what I'm trying to do is I created this to pretty much help get people's story out there. So like people like, like for you for instance, we only see, what I'm saying, the good side. We don't know what you go through, when the cameras are off, it's off social media. We want to be able to see, the trials and tribulations that you went through that we don't know about. So anybody that pretty much, you know, that has a story to help the youth, and inspire people. So
Man,
it could be,
honestly, man, if I was you, I would reach out to Shion and Willie. Just because of everything that they've been through personally and sports wise,
yeah,
and they both been through a lot and they made it through a lot.
yeah,
That's just closer people, but there's a ton of other people that have great stories, man. That just there's people that's been overlooked and there's people that's been who made mistakes and bounced back, man. I
Yeah,
think you should try to find some people that had some, some early missteps and then
yeah,
bounce back. Shion would be a great person. Willie would also be a great person, man, because honestly, they been through some very bad stuff, and then they made it out on the other side like nothing
yeah,
happened. So it's been blessings, man.
yeah. Man, like I said, if you could help me, man, like I don't know, I don't have them on the gram or something, so if you can help
Yeah,
me
just
get
hit
in
me, man.
contact with me.
Yeah, just hit my line. We'll make something work, man. You know me.
Okay, okay,
You reach out, I reach back, man. So it
for
ain't
sure,
nothing.
for
It's
sure.
thanks for having me, man. Much love.
Appreciate you, man. Like for
Man,
real,
much
it really
love.
meant a
Thanks. I'm
lot.
glad. I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad we were able to get on here, man.
Yeah,
And I appreciate my cousin Mimi. Thanks, Mimi.
yeah.
Mimi, the funniest person ever, bro. Because if you look at her, you never think her voice sounds like that. But she,
And- Oh man, once again, big homie, I appreciate you, man. You and the fam stay safe, and I'll holler at you, man.
thanks. You too. Have a good one.
Man, much love.
Much love. Peace.